r/ask Reddit. You've been granted a wish, but only if it's one you had as a child. What is your wish? To be able to record my dreams, so I can watch them back. I still want this, and believe someday it will happen. I now have 4 lightsabers and 2 extra hands. Do you also have bronchitis? Hello there. I wish that I could talk to animals, so we could understand each other. And you know what? I'm totally okay with that being my wish as a grown-up. That was my wish as well. We can send secret messages via pigeons. I guess my parents are never going to die. I'd either be the owner of a restaurant, be famous, or I'd have superpowers. I guess I pick the powers. Or I'd end up with some really weird cartoon crushes. Let's just say I won't pick that wish. What if you were a famous restaurant owner with superpowers? You mean Gordon Ramsay? I'd make a donkey idiot sandwich. I always wished that people would like me as much as I liked them. If I like you, then you like me, and we are friends. If I don't like you, then you don't like me, and we are not friends and both happy about it. It still seems like a pretty solid deal. Damn, that seems like something I would want. Such a wholesome wish. Edit. I meant a wholesome wish as in the kid just wants to have friends who are friends with him in return. Obviously the logistics of it don't make perfect sense, and would probably cause problems. To be an archaeologist. To be honest, I wonder if there is still time. Oh damn, another one. Let's be later in life archaeologists together. Yep, me too. Earliest childhood job want. Go for it. Wish I was able to teleport. Man, I wish I had thought of that when I was a kid. Now, that's seriously the one I want. No freaking commute. Hell yes. I could work somewhere remote as hell. Probably well paid. And still get to sleep in my own bed. I think I turned into a boring adult at some point. Expand on your adult ideas. You can teleport. Imagine the money you could make moving stuff instantly across the world. I think about teleportation or portal powers a lot, since it's my best friend and his favorite superpower. I wished I'd have boobs like the Spice Girls. That's a lot of bras to purchase. I wanted to turn the sky green. I'd actually worked how to do it. Some of my friends at school actually believed I'd grow up and do it. I was so confident about it. Well, now I want to hear the story behind it. Bear in mind I was a child and this was dumbed down for me. I know these descriptions aren't completely accurate, but they are what I believed at the time. Well, I asked my teacher, and they said the sky was blue, because that is the type of light that the atmosphere reflects the most of back to us. So I figured out, if only green light reaches the earth, then that's the only light that the atmosphere would reflect, and the sky would be green. So I thought up a plan of a giant filter in space. Yes. Now, I know that orbits and stuff would mess this up. That would be between the sun and the earth, and only let green light get through. At the time it didn't occur to me that it would make everything green, and not just the sky. I'd even worked out how it would be funded. The filter would be able to change the color it filtered in different sections, so I could sell advertising space in the sky. I was a crazy kid with big dreams, big ambitions, and a belief I could do anything. It's no wonder I ended up a waiter in my 30s. For my mom to be happy. Same. Instead, I limited contact with her so that I could be happy instead. Me too. It's nice to finally have some peace, isn't it? To find the little fairy world. I was so sure that fairies, elves, tiny dragons etc. were real and just really good at hiding from humans. I spent a lot of time sitting very still in the forest trying to spot a flicker out the corner of my eye. I had made a vow that I would never betray their secret, if only I could be a part of it. So now I'd probably be sick of fairy political drama and dealing with a tiny dragon infestation. To be happy forever. I used to wish for my mom to be happy. I got you, fam. You are so generous. Thank you. Money. 5-year-old me had priorities. Granted. You find a crisp $10 bill under your pillow. Freak yeah, that's $10 more than I have right now. 10-year-old me. $10? Hell yeah. 20-year-old me. $10. I guess it's nice to have. Could be more though. 30-year-old me. $10. Hell yeah. My dad would be alive. Hugs to you. Thank you. It was rough. Make my pets live forever. This. I would expand that by wishing for my family to live forever. 1000 years have passed. Your parents, sorrowed by the loss of you, your children, your children's children, etc. Only wish for the sweet escape of death, to relieve them of this burden. Having lived for so long, they have emerged and remained in the spotlight for far too long, and cannot find peace. Only death can free them. When I was about 10 or so, I once wished to be decimal man. I would have the ability to move the decimal point in any number. $2010.10 becomes $2.01. We were poor, and I was a nerd. Speed of light is now 3 times 10 raised to the 6th power kilometer per second instead of 3 times 10 raised to 5th power. RIP universe. Can someone tell me how screwed we'd be if this happened? I really can't. Because if I do, decimal man will just increase how screwed we are by a factor of 10. Every child has a loving family to take care of them, preferably with multiple adult figures in their lives as support and mentors, whether that is parents, coaches, family friends, church-goers, mentors, teachers, etc. So that the kid always has someone to call on when they are struggling. This is going to be weird. When I was 5 to 6 years old I wanted to put birth control in the water so that people would stop having babies. How many younger siblings do you have? None. I'm only child. Sounds like the initial experiment was a success. Did you have problems getting to the municipal water supply? When blowing out candles or looking at shooting stars? From the time I was in junior high, I always only wished to be happy. I'm still a child, so I wish for everyone to have enough money to provide for themselves so that no one has to live in poverty. Also that people going through hard time will be able to push their way though and turn out happy in the end. Every birthday, shooting star, and the rare times I took a triad praying, I asked for the same thing. I just wanted to grow up happy and financially comfortable, and for my family to have the same. I didn't really know what I wanted to be. Fame has always sounded terrible, and asking for ridiculous wealth felt wrong. I really hope to get my wish someday. I'm pretty happy more often than not lately, but being financially comfortable will go a long way to taking away the stress that uncertainty brings and, as a result, make me happier. This was the dream of my middle and high school self. I'm proud to say that I'm not all that far off. It might be a few years away, but I should hopefully achieve some level of comfort for a while before shifting to the next goal. I'm so excited for that again. I was being raised in an abusive, dysfunctional, dirt poor home. My one wish was to be raised in a nice, normal, happy, loving, kind, middle class family. I used to watch lots of TV as a way of providing myself with escape and comfort from my misery. Among the many TV shows I watched in daily syndicated reruns was the Brady Bunch. Out of all the shows I watched, Brady Bunch was my #1 favorite. Many was the time I wished I was a family member of the Bradys. My desire to belong to the Brady Bunch was so intense that on more than one occasion, while I slept, I actually dreamt of myself being a member of the Brady Bunch. It is easily the most fondest, happiest dreams I ever had. I wanted to be a comedian. Since I was a small kid, I've enjoyed those comedy shows with my grandparents and wanted to be able to make people laugh and put a smile on their faces. This little girl is wishing us the best in life. Let's click like, share and subscribe to make her wish be granted. Thank you for watching.